All right, so it says I'm live, and then it has an error. Now it says I'm not live, so I can't tell if I am live. But if I am live, guys, I want to thank you so much for coming here and hanging out. And wanted to talk about a couple of things. Let me see. A couple of fun things. It would seem like there was a leak, and we finally have an understanding of what Star Trek Lower Decks is going to be about. And of course, as you guys know, the creator stated that there absolutely wouldn't be any kind of trailers or anything like that. He's just been too busy to make a trailer. So he hoped that everyone would come down to STCC because, again, you know, there's just not enough time to make these trailers, guys. And of course, executives from Star Trek, they don't lie. Showrunners don't lie at all. And there was just no time to make it. So, you know, I absolutely feel very bad about talking about this trailer that doesn't exist from a showrunner that said that it doesn't exist. You know, because if there's one thing Star Trek can be, it is, Star Trek showrunners and execs. It's consistent on not giving the whole truth. Now, just a second ago, Ketwalski was able to share this. If you guys haven't, go to twitter.com. Well, follow me, twitter.com/lore related. But follow Ketwalski and go to his channel. He somehow, I really honestly think that he's probably Alex Kurtzman's son and just hasn't admitted to it yet because he finds these things like crazy. I don't know if they're going to be uploading this onto YouTube or not. Probably not. One of the reasons I'm not going to be playing this is because I don't want to get DMCA'd. I'm still running a chance of getting DMCA'd just right now. But you know what? You guys are worth it. You guys are worth it. So you can check it out right here. I'll put that in the description below. So there's a couple of things to discuss here. First, and I don't think this is any surprise, but it's definitively a comedy. I don't think that's any surprise. And it does have some elements of Rick and Morty, but I'm wondering if that's not just the style. I do notice you, Cade MacArthur. I notice you. Hey, baby, we're live right now. What's up, sweetie? Nothing? Oh, you want the iPad? Okay. You can't play it here, though, okay?
I know.
You know. I love you.
Recording.
I am. I'm not recording. I'm streaming. Yeah. All right. So let's break it down and let's get into it for just a little bit. Now, again, I'm only going to be sharing screenshots of it. I'm not actually going to be playing the trailer because I choose to keep my channel without being impacted. So the first one is what you generally see, right? What we expect when it comes to Star Trek itself. You see the ship. You see the ship going through all kinds of debris. It's the USS Cerritos. I don't know how the hell to say that. NCC 75567. And by the way, Dan, if you click on the link that I shared just then, you will in fact find you'll find it and are able to watch it. And you don't have to watch this anymore. I'll say this, I actually do, and I don't know that's coming through really well on your guys' side, but if you click on that link, I do like the animation, and I do like how smooth it is. I think it's better than Rick and Morty and what he's done in the past. I honestly do. So the ship itself, you get a broad view of it. The first one is you have your main, I'm guessing this is the main character. There's a lot of focus on him, and I really think it's probably going to be he's going to be kind of the fish out of, well, not fish out of water. He's going to be the one that we're meant to identify with, because a lot of the characters themselves are going to be in the know and be advising him, just based on the trailer itself. It starts out with a joke. He's doing a quote-unquote captain's log and gets mocked by the girl. I don't know. I don't know who the hell her name is. I'm sure I should, though. See, she's laughing at him. They're both ensigns and such. I'm going to say this. A lot of this is going to become at the expense of the main character, the purple-haired guy. Because the other characters are more diverse, I'm betting you, I'll bet $100. I'll bet $100 I'll bet $100 that they're going to sit there and say, "Oh, look, they're attacking. They're using the diverse cast to attack the white guy." Watch. Honestly, I didn't get that. I just think that the character roles are what they are. These two actually seem pretty close and to have a pretty good friendship. She seems like someone who they rely on each other. I don't know if there's going to be a romance or not. The ship for lower decks looks god awful. I mean, the design of it, we can go back to it. The design of it, I'm not a fan of. It's definitely Oberth-esque, but the actual animation of it looks nice, I think, in my opinion. I don't know. You guys can disagree. Give me your opinion. Love your thoughts. But as you can see here, also, I'm not sure why well, I guess she's off duty, maybe. I got no idea. But yeah, she is mocking the absolute living hell out of him. And I agree, Steve here. I think it looks enjoyable. Again, a lot of it is slapstick, too. I will say this, and I said it at the beginning. I think it is Rick and Morty-esque, but I don't think it's Rick and Morty, if that makes any sense. Which, I guess, looking at the guy who does it. So then we have, in the background, them talking about the second contact. You have the new member. I really want to know if she's Orion. You guys let me know. Has that been confirmed? I want to know if she's Orion. It's really interesting because we may actually have a Klingon here, which I think is pretty cool. But they do the whole "I'm happy to be here," and then all of a sudden she is then thrust into this like horrific situation where apparently they're working with zombies. I don't know. There's that black stuff that they were referring to, or at least we saw in other promotional materials, which may or may not be turning all of them into zombies, as we see with the cat woman Acation, no less. It looks like another Galaxy-class Miranda take. I don't know, maybe. I really hope this anime show isn't more pre-Kirk. I'm not sure about you, but I'm getting awfully tired of Star Trek. No, it's post. It is during TNG. Yeah, it's there. What's up, Locutus? Hope you're doing well, buddy. It might be the best thing Star Trek has produced in years, but the bar is set pretty low. I gotta say, when I saw it, I was pretty excited. But again, there's going to be a couple of people, well, pretty excited. Well, first off, I'm not surprised the showrunner lied and said that there wasn't a commercial. They obviously had a commercial. I don't know why. I don't know why to be a part of CBS you have to go out of your way to lie, but apparently that is just one of the requirements. But we do have a trailer. The trailer looks decent. It's giving me hope. Again, it's definitively a comedy, as we said, and it's going to be an adult cartoon for sure. I don't think there's a lot here that we're going to be focusing on with little kids. Again, it may be the style of Rick and Morty, but you have to be a little bit older. I was just thinking about that when the next live stream was. I knew that you wanted to do it. Again, you have the calm, cool, collected. I really think that the guy is going to be the one who's always spastic, who's always worried, running around, bad things happening to him. Then you got his calm, collected friend, person of color, as they say. A lot of it is just, I'm guessing, showing you different pieces and parts of what is going on. And what's interesting, too, is that they say it's based on TNG, right? They go through this and they discuss how it's during that era. Intriguingly, though, we see a lot of things that Picard would scoff at. For instance, the characters themselves are referred to as lower decks by like other officers. Like they'll say, "Move out of the way, lower decks," which I think is... I don't hate it, I gotta be honest with you. I do think that during the golden era, you'd have a lot of Picard types. But to say that it didn't exist at all, especially in a ship that was used for second contact, I could see that. It humanizes them to a degree, I think, in my opinion. Yeah, if you're coming here, by the way, just to let you guys know, because I'm seeing it a little bit. If you're coming here for hate or for an attack on it, say, "Oh my God, it's so bad. Look, they got this white guy constantly getting attacked, and all the diverse crew is just awesome, and I can't believe they're doing this. Oh my God, Kurtzman, when will you stop destroying Star Trek?" You're in the wrong place. I am not that type of reviewer, like, at all. I'm really glad it's in the late 24th century. I find post-Dominion landscape to be ripe. I don't think it's TNG era. It's not. I don't think they've done the Dominion War, though. We'll get more information on it very soon, I'm sure. All right. Here's an interesting piece everybody talks about. Where is it? So, yeah, when you're talking about the holodecks, everyone's like, who cleans it up? Apparently, it's the lower decks people. And apparently what they clean up is not the most enjoyable process. Though I'd think the computer would do a lot of that. I don't know. Again, it's played for laughs. It's the same uniform from Picard. Maybe. Let's see. No, that's not the same uniform from Picard. Maybe it's their uniform from the comics, but it's not the Picard uniform, like at all. I think it's on the way to being there, though, probably. It honestly looks like a mix of TNG and then First Contact, or DS9 uniforms, in my opinion. It said it's post Nemesis, so it's post Dominion War. I know. When does Star Trek Lower Decks occur? Lower Decks. Oh, whoops. Lower Decks animated series. Let's see. Premise: Star Trek Lower Decks focuses on the supporting crew in the year 2380. In the year 2380. So yeah, I guess that would be past Star Trek Nemesis, wouldn't it? Da, da, da. Federation begins. Yeah, I guess that would be past. I guess that would be past that. Huh. I thought it was during the TNG era. Okay. I think it's before Picard, but after... before Star Trek Picard, but after the Dominion War, obviously. Huh, okay. Interesting. I think that makes it more even intriguing, in my opinion. I'm just hoping it'll be a fun adventure. If you haven't seen it, and I'll share it again, I think it will be. I do think... well, the creator also said that there's not a commercial out, and all of a sudden we find a commercial. So I'm not really the biggest believer of anything the creator says, if I'm going to be frank with you. The creator went out of his way to say, you know, I've been too busy, I haven't made a commercial. All of a sudden, a commercial leaks. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's very consistent with the showrunners of Star Trek Discovery and Star Trek Picard. I'm glad that there is not a policy and culture within CBS to lie to the audience. I'm glad that at least they're consistent across all of the board. But when the creator says something, I don't believe them until I see it. That is the one thing I will stand in lockstep with We Are Fandom Menace. Wow, that's... combination of We Are Starfleet and Phantom Menace. With the Phantom Menace is that, yeah, they definitively, you know, how do you know if a CBS showrunner is lying? Their mouth's moving. See, it's really easy. It's a really easy concept. That would be a sticky situation. That's horrible. You're definitively a bad person. If you Lore were doing a new Star Trek series, when would you set it? I'd send it post Dominion War as well. Mine would be more a drama though. All right. So, yeah, you see she's having a hell of a time. They also go and see the Klingons, apparently. There's a lot of Klingon iconography, believe it or not. I found that interesting. I wonder if the Klingons are going to play a major part, because we've seen them a couple of times within this. I also like the fact it appears that we have an admiral. Or she may be the captain. But that's Admiral ranks, I'm thinking. She seems to be the wise sage, someone who's going to be there for the lower decks. I think she's asking the main character, does he want to be a captain? He's like, hell yeah, I want to be a captain. And then we have him, like, I don't know, being all smooth and things like that. You want main character cameos or not? I think it'd be interesting to have some main character cameos. I do. As long as they don't overdo them. The one thing I didn't like about Star Trek Discovery is it felt like they really started relying on Pike and Spock. I would love to see them. I would love to see a series move past that and do something without relying on the originals. We then meet our other character who seems to be an engineer and a... I think he's going to be a cyborg, I think is what they said. Again, I don't trust anything that they say, but I think he is. Is this going to be like Adventure Time and Bravest Warriors? Looks kind of like the same animation style. I don't think I've ever seen either of those. It's really... Again, it does look like it's going to be fun adventure, a comedy. It also... there were some Rick and Morty feel to it from the animation style, not from the joke style. You know? Proper Klingons or Kling Orcs as per Discovery and Kelvin Nightmare. We can't be completely sure, Nigel, but we're seeing a lot of Klingon iconography, as I said, Klingon buildings. Possibly, let me see. I think that could be a Klingon right there. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be going crazy, but I could see the person in front being a Klingon. I think maybe we're going to see. If so, that's probably what you're looking at, which I personally don't have a problem with, like, at all. We then have the bridge crew. Well, I think that... Hold on. So yeah, you have the guy, he is the engineer. He's also pretty much a BAMF, because he goes and he hurts and kills a lot of people. Apparently, you also at some point fight the Borg, though I think this is a holodeck. A holodeck recreation. Time to compare this to Alpha Busa's Warham's D&D sessions. I don't think I've seen that. Inverse released a new news article about Season 3 of Discovery. They had absolutely no story and made obvious statements like, we will see characters explore the next situation. Indeed. Indeed. Yeah, see, this guy just goes, like, hand-to-hand with Borg, because that's exactly what you want to do. Here's the thing. It's a comedy and it's a cartoon, so you're going to have to let a couple of things go. I will say this. If you are all for the cause when it comes to... continuity and canon, and this is me saying this, by the way, continuity and canon, and you can't let go that a cartoon is not going to be what a live action is, you're not going to have a good time. I would suggest not watching this, because just from the trailer, the trailer that didn't exist, the creator who said the trailer that doesn't exist, because he's way too busy, guys, to put a trailer together. They obviously don't exist. The creator said that, right? And creators of Star Trek properties, they don't lie. So, just watching the trailer, I can tell it's going to be... It may be canon, but it's going to be loosely related to canon. Again, you're going to have people hand-to-hand fighting Borg without any negative consequences, as well as things that don't necessarily make sense from a physics or logic standpoint. Jonathan Cazzola, they won't let it go. Won't let what go? Unless you're talking... And I'm a he, sir. He, him is how I identify. Again, I think this is more a... does it have to be a holodeck situation? Unless they're just playing it off for laughs. I mean, they just straight up defeated all these Borg and dudes standing around like, well, it was a good show. Where can you find this trailer? Good question. I'm glad you asked, good sir. The trailer can be found right there. Interesting to see they kind of have the TNG design for the Borg. Yeah, it is. Having it take place between Nemesis and Picard lets us explore an era of canon we haven't seen. That is true, Red Letter. I like that. We can't. We have live action cations. I mean, of Doctor Who, so people could do Star Trek. What? You do have a live action cation, though. Not live action. You have a cation. The ship itself is the B team, some backwater ship. Yep. This is the main cast right here. This is who we're going to be dealing with, I think, for most of the time. Again, you have the Orion, the Borg engineer of death, who I don't think you ever want to fight. Our main protagonist character, who as he learns stuff, we're going to learn stuff. And then his cocky, know-it-all friend that I won't be surprised if she becomes a love interest of some kind, or at least they play with it. This is like if the Equinox was not a murdering ship. Maybe. Maybe. Just put the link in the description. No, then you guys wouldn't stay here and watch me. And I want your friendship. I need it. I need your, I need the validation. I want it. Updated link. Anybody asks, where can I see this? Tell them to click on the link below. I want a non-binary for Lower Decks. New gender every episode. See, you say that and you're mocking. But it would be interesting for them to play with the concept a little bit, I think. I think it'd be very Star Trek to do so. But mock away, good friend. The ship seems more like the C team. I think it's interesting. Then they point out where they are, as we stated, which is already at the bottom, which apparently is like under the decks, I guess. I guess they don't get to like stand in the actual hallways. Then we have, as I said, we have an interesting piece where you have a human, a cis hetero white male, a human who refers to the Orion as Lower Decks. He's like, get out of my way, Lower Decks. I think that's an interesting take on it. Since it's before Picard, I thought it was during TNG, but since it's before Picard, I guess I can kind of see that slowly moving towards that and how the culture is shifting. What's going on, Ian? Thank you for validating me. I appreciate that. How, I don't know how it works on an actual military ship, but I think it would be, I think there could be a culture like that, I definitively think I could see it. The buggy from Insurrection. I don't think they're going to have the buggy from Insurrection, though that would be funny. It reminds me of one of the first episodes of Red Dwarf, the setup that is, the two lowest people on board. A ship that cleans chicken soup machines. I like Red Dwarf. Hey, Laura, didn't they have a hint at the same-sex relationship between Seven and her name escapes me on Picard? They have had... I don't... Are you talking... Vajazzle? Or whatever the hell her name is? I don't think there was. On the schematic, near the shuttles, looked like a car. Okay, let's go back and take a look. I don't think so. Oh my god, there is a car. You're right. Top left. It's from Nemesis. You're right. I didn't even notice that. Oh my god, that's so stupid. I hate that. I hate everything about that. I hate it because it was in Nemesis, and so that justifies it here. I don't like that at all. I don't prefer that, like in the slightest. They treated Barclay so badly. They did. They did. He became a major character, though. All right. So they showed us at first, and this is kind of a little thing that they do. They showed us at first the minor cast and then the bridge crew, which you have the captain. I guess that's a captain. She's not an admiral, I guess. Captain. Then you have the XO, who's your standard gruff-looking guy. I'm going to assume that's the tactical guy that basically is a Bajoran. Well, yeah, he's a Bajoran, which means, and his eye has been destroyed, so I guess he likes killing. That's what he does. He joined Starfleet to kill people and chew bubblegum, and now he's all out of bubblegum, so now he's gonna be the killer of everything. Then you have the Cation, the Bones. I'm guessing that the cat is going to be the Bones, because that's the way she's looking at it. Looks silly, familiar, fun. I don't know, silly. It does look fun, I would agree. Just watch the trailer. It looks like Rick and Morty made a trip to the Star Trek universe. It has the animation of Rick and Morty. I will grant that. It has the animation of Rick and Morty, but I didn't get a Rick and Morty feel from it. But again, this is just a commercial too. You know, the commercial that the creator says didn't exist, because there's no commercial, guys. The creator, because he's a Star Trek showrunner, and he would never at any point lie to us, because, you know, CBS doesn't let that. That never happened in Discovery or Picard. He told us that there wasn't a commercial. He was just too damn busy, guys. He was too damn busy. Couldn't do it. Couldn't be done. He wanted to, couldn't be done. That LT is Bajoran, right? He is Bajoran. Yup. In U.S. military ships, every section is given respect. The whole lower decks insult will never fly on modern military. Well, good, Barry. Good. Lieutenant Baldness. Who's bald? There ain't no baldness. All right. Then, of course, again, this guy's going to probably be the stereotypical. What I think they're going to do, and again, a lot of. So here's the thing. I honestly think they're going to play a lot of the tropes, and some people are going to get angry about that. So historically, there has been a modern trope of, you know, the main character, the Kirk-like character, being strong and, you know, having muscles, and generally, typically, has been white. And I think that they are going to play off of that and try to have some fun with it. That's going to piss off some people. But I don't know. It'd be interesting to see how they do it and how they play with the characters. In this, I can see where people might try to get offended by it. I just don't think we're there yet. I don't think they're going out of their way. I think these characters have certain slots, have certain archetypes, and they're just meeting those archetypes. I don't know. Maybe I've gone woke. That's what everybody tells me. So what half of you guys tell me? Half of you guys tell me I'm woke, and then the other half tell me that I'm a horrible Nazi, and have been pre-blocked by the woke crowd. But somehow I'm still woke. You guys are weird. No shirt equals Kirk Jr. That is true. That is true. Good morning, Valete Petro Cineron. Hope you're doing well. So sick of CBS lying to us, there are other ways of avoiding revealing important information about things other than misdirection and bald-faced lying. I agree, Jinglishman. That's why I get really pretty. That's why I'm really riding the showrunner who told us there would definitely be no trailer, because he just doesn't have time for it. He doesn't have time. He would never lie to his fans or anything like that. There's just not time for it. And, you know, that's completely understandable. Maybe a woke Nazi. That's what it is. I'm a woke Nazi. That's going to be on Reddit by the end of the day. Watch. So apparently he's fighting some kind of, I don't know, orc, I guess. Or, yeah, that's where we're going to go with. We're going to go with orc. After this battle, it cuts to this scene where they talk about a successful second contact. I really think that that's just editing to make it look like something it's not. Again, it's just really showing what they're doing and what they're going through. I don't know who Lieutenant Baldy is here. Finally found Lieutenant Baldy. Got it. Everyone adds their own point of view. Yeah, Cerstus. They do. They do. They do add it. And everybody's entitled to their point of view if they see it a certain way. I'm not saying that's wrong or it's not what they want. I think people are so willing to jump to conclusions that just aren't there yet, or aren't willing to see legitimate sides to things. That's my opinion. Woke with plot good, woke being with plot bad. I do not think they would do woke for being plot. I think you can write anything and make it interesting and intriguing, right? I agree. I think that something that has like a woke, quote unquote, woke message can be good if it's written right. Any topic, I think so. Any exploration. I really believe that. Why do male pattern baldness exist in the 24th century? Maybe he wants to be that way. Okay, he's a lieutenant commander. I stand corrected. Maybe he wants to be bald, okay? Maybe he's like Picard. Maybe he saw Picard and he's like, yeah, I want me some of that action. Picard me up, baby. Picard the hell out of me. You know, he's like, oh God, who loves Picard? I do. I love Picard. And then he did that. Maybe it was his choice. Then they start showing some of the more intriguing things about the lower decks, right? And so you start seeing some of the jobs that they have to do, which looks just disgusting. Again, we have some of this black stuff that I guess when we go back, we saw right here. I don't know if it's related, if the black stuff are together or not. So I don't know. 2 words for anything track these days. Tempered expectations reminds me of old school Saturday Night. I like that. Tempered expectations. I am going to steal that and pretend like I was the one that came up with it. Dane, thank you. A good writer can write a gripping novel about a lot of things. I agree. He's bald fluid. That's exactly what he is. I'm going to use that too. Tempered expectations, and that guy is bald fluid. I love it. See, I have the best audience ever. Ever. So again, they're showing what they have to go through. Also, ever see Patrick Stewart in a wig? It's glaring. I don't think I've ever seen it. Maybe I have. Again, we're going back to some of the things that they've been going through. Apparently, something happens with the ship. And again, I guess they just all turn into zombies with this black stuff on them. You have both the Bajoran and the android, I guess. I don't know, cybernetic dude. Literally pushing metal. Because, as you know, Bajorans have superhuman strength. They're basically they're Vulcans with emotions, Bajorans. So it's really well known. He's also holding somebody, though I don't know who the hell that is. I'd love to see Robert Picardo getting a cameo. I wouldn't mind seeing a lot of them having a cameo, I think. I don't know. Is that our boy right now? I think that's a... that has to be a civilian or something. Nope, that's our boy. Look at that. All right, so yeah, he's going to be the comic relief of the show. We can already tell that. I don't know why he's dressed up like he just came from Sweden and is covered in oh hell, what's that fluffy stuff that you guys you get at carnivals? Oh hell, you guys are gonna tell me 60 seconds later. Follically challenged. What the hell is it? It's not popcorn. What is it? Not candy corn. I don't know. But anyway, he's covered in some kind of fluffy sugariness pink stuff while everyone else is fighting their way out. That could get annoying, I guess. I don't know. Well, the one dude with him is the cyborg, so what's the strength, I guess? I think they'd have a lot of strength. If you haven't seen Picard in a wig, I should. Okay. Not candy floss. No, it's not sex. He's not covered in pink sex. I appreciate that, though. I appreciate you, because as you know, when you go to a carnival and you get the candy stuff, maybe it's called candy floss, but it has a different term to it. Cotton candy. There we go. Yeah, cotton candy. There it is. There it is, my boy. Yeah, no, it's not pink sex. He's not covered in pink sex. I don't know what the hell. I hate everything about you guys. They're covered in Yarbigon. Yeah, no, it's cotton candy. There it is. It's cotton candy. And now we're going to wait another 60 seconds because this thing has a horrific delay. Love your stuff. I appreciate your pursuit of objectivity. Try, Russell. I don't know if they're going to be 30-minute episodes. I'd assume so. So anyway, yep. And she still is not on duty. I don't know. I guess the black chick doesn't go on duty, I guess. She's still not on duty even in this. What the hell? Okay, so he's still covered in cotton candy. Now it's purple cotton candy. Do you have like a chick fainting in the background? Who the hell is that? Of course, you got the two women who are standing tough. Hey, just could do different kinds of carnivals than I do. That's true. In the UK, it's called candy floss. Well, no wonder the United Kingdom couldn't defeat the Germans. All right, so here we go. And then again, we have these two. This is where it's towards the end that it gets very Rick and Morty. Especially with the character animation. I don't think the humor is Rick and Morty, like, at all. I really don't. Maybe when he's naked in the shuttle. Spoilers, he gets naked in the shuttle. But And maybe when he's thrown around by the creature. But most of it, it doesn't feel like Rick and Morty, you know? Why is he wearing Linderhosen? That's what I was saying. I guess it's Swedish cotton candy. I'd totally buy some cotton candy if the vendor called it pink sex. Well, then there you go. All right. So this is, again, the overall voiceover is the lower decks are handling things people don't want to handle. And so this is them taking that work. Gonna make this Brit Bong salty soon. Gonna make it really salty. Well, I'm sorry that I made you salty. You know, maybe you could go and like hide in your houses. We'll come over and help you out in a little bit. You're making Irish judgments based off people's race. Not very 24th century of you. I don't even know what you're talking. You're making rash judgments off of people's races. I don't even know what you're talking about, Mitchell. I mean, it's only fact to say that Great Britain couldn't defeat, you know, anything without the United States. I mean, that's just historical fact. You know, World War I, World War II. You know, didn't know if it was going to say something, so I turned that on. Thank you for supporting the channel. By the way, you guys can support the channel by hitting the tips below. Best way, because things have been tight this month. I've heard nothing about this. Good catch, Lore. It's actually Ketwalski. For those who are knowing, if you haven't, I'd follow Ketwalski on Twitter, as well as his channel. He was the one that caught all this. And it's in the description, but you can check right there and see it as well. You so missed a moment to mock British teeth. I don't have to mock British teeth. British teeth mock themselves. I mean, that's probably what happened, why they relied on the American. They were too busy trying to fix their teeth. Then we have him and, again, his friend out, and he does a joke saying, "We are so fired." Again, this is one of those things where it's going to be in canon and continuity, but it's a cartoon, and it's meant to have some fun, so you got to let some of that go. I wouldn't be surprised if there's an economy. The French are why the Americans won their independence. Now, this is true. Armando has a point. The French are why the Americans won their independence. See, the French run like hell. And so what happened is French came over and they're like, hey, you're slow. You can't catch up to the British Army. Let's show you how to run. Now, the French tried to run away from all of the militaries and all of the armies and stuff. And, of course, Americans we didn't listen to that part. But we did actually take the fact that their running quickness and you know, how to get somewhere fast. We just didn't run away from the fight. So the modified French tactics. So anyway, yeah, something explodes. He says, oh, we're going to get fired. We then have the ship. Intriguingly enough, they talk about how they're also there to help and save people, which I thought was an interesting touch to it. Ket is a bro, the paragon to Midnight Edge's renegade reporting. Okay. Seriously, where the hell does the British have bad teeth thing come from? Well, they open their mouths and talk, so that's where it comes from. There's even a joke about it in Doctor Who. Anyway, so they're talking about saving people. These look like the fish people from TNG, but I don't know. They kind of give where it's going to have like a good vibe to it, where you want to help people. They then have coffee cups, which have spilled over everything because you definitely don't have coffee cup holders. That was always an interesting thing. They didn't have coffee cup holders. Apparently they have blast shields, which is an important piece. There's not really a ton to add here. Look at that animation right there. Oh, that was a good catch, wasn't it? We got Lieutenant Baldy out again. Lieutenant Gender Baldness, I think we agreed, was his name. With somebody else, not really a ton to say. Give me a quick second. Yeah, and then he has on the dress uniform, I'm sure. This is where it feels a little Rick and Morty from the style. Look at him. That annoyance is very, very Rick and Morty to me. Again, I don't think the humor, but I can see a lot of the animation to it. By the way, 140 people watching, only 42 likes. Hit that button. Hit that button. There's not a ton more to add to this. It's just showing you bits and pieces from it. So apparently they're in a place where I don't know, they have jewels, because God forbid that they have jewels. Someone gets hit and they have to deal with it themselves. I'll say this: I do think that the black chick, the black ensign, is going to be the major hero to it. I think the protagonist, the main character, I wish I knew their names. I guess I should probably do more research since I'm known for Star Trek, huh? The dude with purple hair, is going to be the comedic relief, whereas she's going to be the BAMF, the one who works well in these types of civil situations. Because look, she reminds me of, who the hell does she remind me of? There was another character similar to hers that she reminds me of. Oh hell, I just lost it too. I don't know. Anyway, this right here, I guess, is part of the concern. So first off, she apparently doesn't have a shirt, so that's interesting. He's completely naked, and he's inside of a bug. So I think this has a Rick and Morty vibe. I'll say that. I said at first I didn't think so, but after thinking about it, this definitely has a Rick and Morty vibe. Yeah, I think she might be the Leela of the Futurama's Leela. I could see that. I didn't that button, Laura. Should I hit it again? You should hit it always. I hope it's got some Rick and Morty badness in it. The art style would feel wrong if they played it too tame. I don't want to see Rick and Morty. I got to be honest with you. I don't think Star Trek lends itself to Rick and Morty. I don't mind a comedy. I don't mind intrigue, but this is one of the things that I don't like. This is where he gets covered in pink sex, or cotton candy, as they say. Yeah, I guess so. I guess that makes sense. But why would he be... Oh, I guess that all fits together. So they had to take off their clothes for some reason. Which, okay, whatever. And then he puts on the Swedish outfit, the Lederhosen or whatever. It's a pink sex party. Oh, man. Oh, man. She's probably going to be the bestest ever. I could see her being like... Yeah, I could see her being like the prototypical, can do almost anything, can fight, is well known. I don't even think that's necessarily a bad thing for a cartoon, because you have those archetypes in cartoons. Our generation watches too much South Park. Now, if our generation watched too much South Park, they'd have drastically different political opinions, I think. We have a 30-year-old shuttle on an active Starfleet ship. Even the most backwater station has contemporary models. Well, apparently not now. All right, so... Yeah, then he's getting sucked in with the pink sex, getting sucked into the pink sex. He gets picked up, thrown off something. So the second contact's going really well, by the way, just like so super well. The ship is under attack and is about to explode in 36 seconds, because that's a thing. And as you guys know, it always said 36 seconds. They are in a lake in the planet, then a big bug is going to eat the guy and cover him in cotton candy. That's exactly what happened. When they said she's going to clean the holodeck, it should have been a dirtier joke. He seems pretty chill for things exploding, but, you know, maybe he knows something they don't. Then we have the Orion, who is also going to be a BAMF, I guess, and she's defeating a Vulcan or Romulan? That's got to be a Romulan. She's defeating a Romulan who has a sensor bar over his eyes, because that may be a joke, I guess, they're going to be doing. I'm not sure why they have a sensor bar over his eyes, but I'm sure there's some kind of joke there. What Red Letter said? What did Red Letter say? Good, sure. 100-year-old Excelsior class are fighting in the Dominion War. That's true. Corridors are a blend of Enterprise D and Voyager. I didn't notice that, but yeah, I guess I can see that. Yeah, she's just wailing on him. Though I'm not sure why he's in. Well, I guess he would be in TNG style clothing. I'm not sure why, but she's about to kill herself. Someone. She's gonna kill him. Kill him dead. People running. And then the fun part. So if you look, there's a shield around the planet that was going to be destroyed. I'm guessing that's how they decided to save the people, or how they saved the people. They put a shield around the moon, which, again, it's cartoon logic, so we're going to have to let that go. Then, probably the reason you guys watched the glory shot. If I had to guess, I'm going to say he was waiting on somebody else because of how she reacts. Probably someone from the planet. I mean, that's not the hardest. And of course, that's the reaction anybody should have when you look at it, I think. They should have never said you're going to need your black light to clean the holodecks. That's true. That is absolutely nailed it. Hashtag nailed it. Then it gets worse. Hold on. You think that's bad? Hold on. Let me see if I can... Hold on, guys. 1 second. 1 second. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. There you go. And I just got demonetized. Just then. Now that is a body, you said? TNG Romulans championing the 80s shoulder pads. I don't know that I've seen Final Space. Valete, I have in fact included the trailer in the description below. However, if you would like it here as well, I will go ahead and share it. Nope. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's right there. I'm sure it'll get shut down sometime pretty soon. Thank you. Thank you. I like to sing for you. But yeah, so that's a thing. That's a thing in canon now. I'm off to get some of that pink sex. Enjoy, R. McDudd. Thanks for dropping by, buddy. Thanks for dropping by. I'm just going to hold that for a second. I almost made that my thumbnail, but I figured they wouldn't like that. Then they're all embarrassed. Star Trek Lower Decks, new series, Thursday, August 6th. Then we have her shooting at him being in something. Then they make the joke, hey, that better not be on, that better have been on stun. And then she's like, oh yeah, it was on stun. Then she's like, oh God, and corrects it because it wasn't on stun. It was on kill. You should release an album with your voice. I'll do that. I'm sure Simon Cowell will sign it. Well, as you know, everyone is afraid of owls. Or no, not everyone is afraid of owls. Everybody loves owls. Everybody, except for mice and rats and Simon Cowell. Because he's the king of the beavers. The king of the beavers, and you can't fool owls. He's the king of the beavers. The king of the beavers. The king of the beavers, and you can't fool owls. I bet you didn't know that I knew that song, did you? That's right. And this is where you should do with a VPN ad. Oh man, If they gave me if VPN wanted to hire me, I'd do it, even though they screwed over some of their customers. That reminded me of a Picard in Chain of Command with Gold Madrid, maybe. With the short sensor bar, it's obvious he's either soft or small. One of the things we'll never know. Ever. And that's it, guys. That is literally the ad. You guys can go check it for yourself and see what you think. Overall, I am cautiously optimistic, shall we say. What was it? Temperamentally patient or something? I forget what we called it. Locutus. Go look up Simon Cowell and Owls or King of the Beavers. Trust me, it's a great song. But I'd be curious what your guys' thoughts are. Again, there are a couple things that worry me that they're going to make it like Rick and Morty in space, but most of it wasn't that. And wow, I need to white balance the hell out of that, out of this, what you guys are seeing here. For the most part, it looked really interesting. I have to say I'm pretty stoked. I think it'd be very cool. I don't know. What are you guys' thoughts? I'll give it a couple seconds and then I think I'll be done for right now. I didn't plan to go live anyway. So I'd be curious to know your thoughts, feelings. I'll probably do some kind of tempered expectations. That's right. I'll probably do some kind of actual full video, but I'm a huge fan of capitalism, and so I thought, take advantage of this while I can. Let me white balance the hell out of that. Maybe it's the exposure? No, exposure's fine. There we go. Well, that's a little blue. Maybe we'll go up a little bit. Got to give me that fresh human color. There we go. Makes my house look TNG. That is just, I don't like that. I don't like that, the way that's looking, I guess. Question for you about First Contact. In the Mirror Universe, do you believe we have any reason to think the ISS Enterprise E would have to fight the Borg? I don't know that they'd fight the Borg. I think the Borg would be more like the Cooperative. From the first look, it's very in the TNG line. So far, so good. We'll have to see if the comedic part works. The comedic part in this worked for me for the most part. Talk to you later, Dane. I just want to see where they go with it, but again, it worked generally, I think. All right, guys, I think we're going to end it there. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to... when is my next live stream? I'm not completely sure. Tomorrow at the latest, but no, not tomorrow. Day after tomorrow at the latest. But tonight, possibly. I'm a big fan of capitalism. Sounds like a species I know. That species being human. Guys, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check in the description to look at this for yourselves for as long as it's up. I've already got it downloaded. I may do an official breakdown of it. Not completely sure. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But I'll catch you on the next Lore Reloaded.